Welcome back to our channel. Today we are going to focus on the BBI Report 2019 Building Bridges Initiative. In this presentation, I will focus on the highlights, the 9 key points of the report. And the video is going to be broken down into 4 parts. So subscribe to our channel for part 2, 3, and 4, and welcome. What is BBI? BBI is Building Bridges Initiative, and it happened in March 9, 2018, when President Uhuru and his political arch-rival Raila Odinga made a peace agreement, which is known as the handshake. It was formed to address 9 key issues that have bedeviled Kenya since independence. The 9-point agenda of the BBI report include 1. Lack of national ethos. The second one is responsibilities and rights. The third is ethnic antagonism and competition. The fourth one is divisive election. The fifth is inclusivity. The sixth one is shared prosperity. 7 is corruption. 8 is devolution. 9 is safety and security. In this section, we are going to deal with the first 3 parts of the 9-point agenda. The first one is lack of national ethos. A nation is founded on a national ethos. This can only be established by common goals and aspiration. We need to build a common vision of Kenya and formulate the goal we want to pursue as a nation. To achieve this, we should have 1. Write the official history of Kenya as a nation. We must go way back in time and trace ourselves from all the corners of Africa into Kenya. Understand why our ancestors left, where they came from, and what they were looking for when they began migrating to this frontier. We must look for our common vision in the dreams of our ancestors. Secondly, we must begin to think big and long term. Our vision of this country must go beyond our lives into 3 generations ahead. We must have plans that see beyond 100 years, and we must believe that there is something transformative we can contribute to African civilization. The third one, we must be confident in our African skin, and we must strengthen our African identity by promoting our cultures and tradition. This includes revamping the Kenya National Archives and Documentation Service and renaming it into the Official Historian and National Archive Service. It will promote research and analysis of us and our history by collecting all information about the people of Kenya and providing that information into the school curriculum and to teachers and researchers. We should also strengthen the Ministry of Culture and Heritage, which is currently treated as a peripheral government activity. The challenge of building a nation out of Kenya falls on this ministry. We should replace Boxing Day, 26th December, with a National Cultural Day. And we should also promote the respect of elders. Promoting ethics in the country can be done by teaching the children how to serve and take responsibility by establishing a national volunteer network that links young people to volunteer opportunities. Teaching ethics as a compulsory subject throughout the schooling curriculum from nursery to university. Removing the ethics mandate from the Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission and giving it to the NCIC. Renaming NCIC as the Ethics Commission to oversee the promotion of ethics in Kenyan nation. Including teachings of the national values and principles as part of every ethnic culture, and particularly as part of the teachings during the rites of passage. Implementing the current enforcement mechanism under the Leadership and Integrity Act, even as we discuss how to strengthen it. The second key point of the BBI report is responsibilities and rights. Kenyans have fought for their rights before and after independence, and we have a very comprehensive Bill of Rights to protect these rights. However, we do not have a healthy regard towards our responsibilities as citizens to promote our rights and those of others. We must realize that we are the wenye nchi and can take responsibility of our country. To ensure we all meet our responsibilities to self, family, community, and country, we should do the following. 1. Write out a charter of citizen responsibilities that lay out responsibilities to be borne by the Kenyan citizen to himself, family, community, and country. Second, establish and run programs for continuous and widespread civic education on rights and responsibilities. Third, inculcate in children a culture of responsibility by devising and operating volunteerism programs in schools whereby they help communities and institutions near the school. Fourth, subjecting all cabinet secretaries and principals and their families to the public institution run by government. If public institutions are not good enough for them, then they are not good enough for Kenyans. Fifth, developing a parenting curriculum and teaching parenting in religious institutions, health centers, and other social, government, and cultural institutions. Raising healthy and responsible children in a fast-changing society is becoming an increasingly complex undertaking. And sixth, encouraging young Kenyans between the age of 18 to 26 to volunteer to 6 months of their life to serving Kenyans on a voluntary basis. The National Volunteers Network will enroll them and assist them to get the opportunities. 7 is domesticate Article 27, 28, and 29 of the African Charter on Human and People's Rights. These articles provide the responsibility of the citizen to their family, society, state, and international community. The third key point is ethnic antagonism and competition. Kenya is a nation of diversity, and this has often led to misunderstanding and conflict. We need to find ways of managing our diversity, particularly during competition for power, otherwise it will lead to a collective ruin. To prevent these ethnic conflicts in Kenya and promote harmony and peaceful coexistence between persons of diverse ethnic societies, we should 1. Educate Kenyans on their diverse cultures and traditions and formulate a school curriculum that teaches students about their cultures and traditions of every ethnic community in Kenya. Second, all public boarding secondary schools must enroll 50% of its students' population from outside the county. Third, do away with winner-takes-all model of presidency and establish a more inclusive political system. 4. Ensure all resources sharing criteria at the levels ensure fair distribution between citizens per capita to reduce conflicts over resource allocation. 5. Accelerate the process of East African Community Confederation in order to expose Kenyans to other ethnic communities and remove the narrow-minded local ethnic competition. 6. Strengthen the office of the Registrar of Political Parties to enable it deal with the problem of ethnicization of politics in Kenya by immediately recruiting and appointing a substantive registrar who can be independent and proactive. And that comes to the end of part 1 of this Building Bridges Initiative report. Visit our YouTube channel, Dear Kenyans, Let's Talk, for more videos for part 2, 3, and 4, and subscribe to our channel.